Dear students, good morning to one and all once again. Today we are going to discuss about other binary codes in the data representation. So, as shown in the screen, in the first unit of the second part, data types, complements, fixed point and floating point representations are completed in the previous sessions. Today we are discussing about the other binary codes topic. So here previous sessions we have already discussed about various number systems like decimal number, binary, octal, hexadecimal, binary coded decimal, binary coded octal, binary coded hexadecimals. And also we have discussed about number system conversions, how to convert from one base to another base, and additions and subtractions using complements also we have discussed. But just to have a overlook, let us see about this BCD, BCO and BCH codes once again in the form of tables. So you see in this diagram, first table, binary coded decimals are given. In the table you can see decimal numbers from 0 to 9 and the equivalent BCDs are also given. So like starts from 00002, ninth number is 1001. So after that also we have given like 10, 20, 50, 99, 248 for your easy reference. So this binary coded decimal is entirely different than your binary numbers. So what is the major difference is in the binary number system, if you want to convert a decimal to binary, you will divide that number by 2 and all the remainders will be written from bottom to top. You will get the final result. Here, if you have the same number, so rather dividing that number into by 2, each single digit will be converted into binary. So in the example I have given here is, you see 99. 99 when converted as a binary means by dividing with 2, you will get 11000011. It is a binary equivalent. Whereas the same 99 if you convert into BCD, so as in the table is given 9 equal to 1001, 99 is represented in BCD as 1001, 1001. So both binary value, binary coded decimal value are entirely different. So in the same way, binary coded octal, binary coded hexa also will be represented like this. But the total value, whichever is converted into BCD, that will be grouped into 3 numbers. 3 numbers in octal, because we have 0 to 7. So where 3 digits only represented in octal system. In the hexadecimal, we have to 0 to 9, and from A to F total there are 16 numbers, and we use 4 binary digits. That's why if you want to convert a binary number to octal, we have to group as 3 binary digits, and hexa if you want to convert, we have to group 4 binary digits like that. So you can see the same in the next 2 tables. So here table 2 is showing you binary coded octal numbers. You can see, as we have discussed earlier, octal number system 0 to 7. After 7 you start with 10, 11, 12, 10 like that, and binary coded octals are given from 0002, 111 up to 7, and here next decimal equivalent value of octal also given over there. In the bottom part of the table we have given some examples how to convert an octal number to binary coded octal, that is BCO 10. So here 10, it is having 2 digits. Again, by referring the previous values from 0 to 7, 1 is converted as 001, 0 is converted as 000. In the same way, the last number given there is 370, as it contains 3 digits. 3 is converted as 011, 7 is converted as 111, 0 is converted as 000. Its equivalent decimal value also given there as 248. Same way, we can also observe binary coded hexadecimal number. As you know already, in the hexadecimal from 0 to 9 and A to F will have total 16 combinations are there in the hexadecimal, which starts from 00002 1111. So There its equivalent decimal values are also given from 0 to 15 continuously. In the bottom of this diagram or table, few examples like 14, 32, 63, F8 are some of the hexadecimal numbers. Their equivalent binary coded hexadecimal and also decimal equivalents are given here. Very simple. Converting hexadecimal to binary coded means single digit will be written its binary values. Each single digit will be written its binary values. If there are 2 digits of hexadecimal, 8 binary numbers will be there. If 3-digit hexadecimal number is there, 16 binary digits will be there. So that is the only way how we represent the binary coded hexadecimal. So just the previous discussion only, we have again discussed here, revised here in brief before starting the actual other number systems. Now let us come to the our today's major topic, that is nothing but other number systems, that either binary codes. See here, you know very well that the digital systems, the digital computers can process data only using the digits, only using the bits. Bits means binary digit. A bit is stands for binary digit, which have only 2 values 0 and 1. Only 2 values 0 and 1. So here, whatever the signals that are passed to CPU, like they are continuous signals, analog signals, or whatever it is, they will be automatically converted into digital form. How these will be converted into digital form? For converting all these analog signals to digital, we use a converter called as analog to digital converter. It is a hardware part. It is a hardware part built in your CPU, which is used to convert all the analog signals to the digital. So, in this scenario, the digital conversion will convert the analog values into different formats. As we have already discussed, some of the number systems like binary, octal, decimal, hexadecimal, and BCD, BCO, BCH. Apart from all those previous number systems, we have some of the other number systems also discussing in this session. And basically, these are the number systems that we are going to discuss in this session are broadly categorized into 2 categories. They are, one is non-numeric number systems. These non-numeric number systems also somehow called as alphanumeric binary codes, where again 2 categories of alphanumeric binary codes are there, ASCII and EBCDIC, and numeric codes are there. Again, second category. In this numeric codes, we have even more classification like weighted codes and non-weighted codes. If you see the slide given here, there are 2 types of weighted codes are given there, 2421 and 8421. These are the weighted codes. Like in detail we will discuss later. Just I am giving you just overlining of this classification. And in the second category of the numeric codes are non-weighted codes, where 2 categories again there, XS3 code and gray code. See, I am just giving you a review of this slide once again. Apart from all the number systems we have discussed till now, there are even 2 more categories of number systems are there. They are non-numeric codes and numeric codes. Non-numeric codes are also called as alphanumeric binary codes, which are classified into ASCII and EBCDIC. Second one is numeric codes, which are classified into weighted codes and non-weighted codes. Under weighted codes, we will discuss about 2421 code and 8421 code. Under non-weighted codes, we will discuss about XS3 code and gray code. Okay. Now coming to the ASCIIs. What is ASCII? What is the full form of ASCII? So as it is given in the slide itself, ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It is a standard alphanumeric binary code which is used by many of the generation computers. It is the standard alphanumeric binary code that is used by many computers which are using nowadays. And in this ASCII, there are total 7 bits will be used, 7 zeros onwards up to 7 ones. Means totally 128 characters will be represented. How 128? When you know that there are 7 bits are being used, binary bits, So the total number of combinations you will get is 2 power 7. 2 power 7 which stands for 128, which is equal to 128. So with the help of the 7 bits, we use 128 type combinations representing 128 different characters. Okay, so this ASCII code is basically pronounced as ASCII, ASCII, key, ASCII, and this was first developed and published in the year 1963. It is first developed and published in the year 1963 by X3 committee. The committee formed by American IT corporation as X3 committee, and this X3 committee is a part of American Standards Association, ASA. X3 committee is a part of American Standards Association, ASA. So this ASCII standard was first published as ASA X3.4 1963. So where after that there are 10 more revisions were done for the standard code of this ASCII and published between 1967 to 1986. During these 21 years, 10 times this ASCII codes are keep on being revised, and the final version is established in the year 1986. Now, basically, these ASCII characters are categorized into 3 parts. One is non-printable parts, which are from 0 to 31, and lower ASCII values from 32 to 127, and higher ASCII values 122 and to 255. Okay, so this higher ASCII, as we have discussed, so only 128 combinations are there, no, where this 128 and 255 numbers came into the picture. These hierarchy numbers are generated as programmable. If you see in the keyboard also, if you want to type the capital letter, we will type using the combinations shift and small a, shift a, like capital will be displayed, or else by pressing the caps lock, then you will type the capital A's. So like this, by using some programming codes, these hierarchy characters are designed, and also their hierarchy characters contains some foreign letters also. Foreign letters which even we don't even know how to pronunciate them. I have given you some examples in the brackets. Those foreign letters are also represented using the ASCII. And for your reference, I have given this ASCII table of 128 characters. Of course, this is not visible because it is not possible to place all the 128 characters in one screen, and if you require it, I will post this screen into your WhatsApp group also. So this is all about the ASCIIs. Now coming to the next non-numeric, that is alphanumeric code is EBCDIC, where this EBCDIC is pronounced as EBCDIC. EBCDIC. It is a short form for extended binary coded decimal. Here BCD is the EBCDIC. In the EBCDIC you see BCD, where BCD stands for binary coded decimal. So this is EBCDIC is a full form of extended binary coded decimal interchange code. And this was first developed by IBM. We have discussed in the generation of computers also, 4th generation, also 3rd generation, this IBM computers have started. When they started, they generated one alphanumeric code also in the name of EBCDIC, and is a coding method that presents letters, numbers and other symbols also in the binary language. So this EBCDIC coding system contains number of letters, numbers and other symbols in binary language. Of course, EBCDIC also very similar to ASCII. But the only difference between EBCDIC and ASCII is there in the ASCII we use only 7 characters to represent 128 bits, whereas as an advanced technique this EBCDIC uses 8 characters, so that totally 2 power 8 means 256 distinct characters will be represented, and this EBCDIC code is allowed for the coding of international characters also. International characters also will be allowed by using this EBCDIC technology. So this is all about your EBCDIC, and you can see like the ASCII table, EBCDIC also is there, but here you contain totally 256 combinations, stands from 0 to 255 with equivalent binary values, and the meanings also there or given. So here decimal number, hexadecimal code, octal code, and its original character, and the meaning of the original character is also given in the table. If really you want this table also, definitely I will post in our WhatsApp group. Now, after discussing about the alphanumeric or non-numeric codes, let us have a discussion about numeric codes. As we have discussed, numeric codes are broadly categorized into two parts again. One is weighted codes and the second one is non-weighted codes. Let us here discuss first about the weighted codes. As I told you already, there are two basic examples of weighted codes are 8421 and 2421. These two are the basic examples. There are some other weighted codes are also there, but very very important basic codes are 2421 and 8421. See, in the diagram given here, how a decimal value can be converted into these weighted codes is given here. Example, you see, I have taken 24 as an example for both the 8421 and 2421. In this diagram, if you see, decimal 24 contains two digits. One is 2 and second one is 4. First you take the 2. The 2 will be represented in 8421 as 0010. How? I have given you a term here is positional weights. Positional weights I have given. When we are trying to convert a binary number to decimal also, we used to multiply each position value with the powers of 2. Yes or no? So like that, here also if you see 8421 are 4 positions given. 4 positions, values are given, and the code is 0010. You just see 0 into 1, 0. 2 into 1, 2. 4 into 0, 0. 8 into 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 is equal to 2. That way we get 0010 as 2 for binary equivalent. In the same way, if you convert the second digit of the decimal number 4 into 8421 code, you will get 0100. The remaining 3 numbers are zeros, and only the position at the fourth value given as 1. So 1 into 4 becomes 4. So this is the way how to convert a decimal number to 8421 weighted code. Same 24 you see in the bottom of this diagram, it is giving different value. So the positional weights for 2421 are given over there, and see 0010. What will happen? 1 into 0 it is 0, 2 into 1 2, 4 into 0 0, 2 into 0 0. So total it is 2 value. In the same way for 4 also, only value at first one is given over there. You can maybe for this example what I have taken 24, both 8421 and 2421 may be giving same binary value, but it is not the same for all the other values. Here there may be a question arises for you. Sir, in the 2421 code, if you take, why that 1 is placed in the only second position and the remaining are 0? Why can't it will be in the fourth position and the first 3 values will be 0? Then also you will get value 2 only. Am I correct? The fourth position, if 1 is there, 2 into 1 will be 2, and the remaining 3 are zeros, the sum will be 2. Yes or no? In the same way, for the value 4 also, instead of putting 1 in place of 4, you can put 1 twice in the place of 2 and 2, and the remaining 2 values, that is at the fourth and at the first value positions, 0 zeros also, the same value comes. Am I correct? But when you are going to allocate zeros and ones, you have to start from least significant bit to most significant bit. First, you see the combination from LSB. If LSB at the first position is you can't get the total value, you can move to next one. Then there if you get the value of 2, you did not go for the remainings. The remaining values can be put as zeros. That's why for the value 2, we have placed the binary 1 in the second position only, but not in the fourth position. Am I correct? In the same way, for the value of 4, we have put 1 in the fourth value, but not in the 2 values, 2 2s. 2 plus 2 also may be 4. That is the reason why we have written like this. Okay, you can see the 8421 and 2421 tables also from 0 to 15 values in the next slides are so. Okay, as I told you, 2421 and 8421 are called as weighted codes, and there are two non-weighted codes are there. There XS3 code and gray code. Here 2421, 8421 and XS3. Please, I am repeating, 2421, 8421 and XS3. These three codes are once again grouped together and called as self-complemented codes. Are called as self-complemented codes. Why they are called as self-complemented? Means, see, if you want to get the ninth complement of each digit, so you can convert them 0 as 1 and 1 as 0, then you will get the ninth complement. So that's why these three are called as self-complemented. So in this 2421 and 8421, the basic principle of converting into binaries any decimal number is the bits are multiplied by indicated weights and the sum gives the decimal digit. As we have discussed in this diagram, the bits are multiplied. The bits are multiplied by indicated weights. Indicated weights means here in the code 8421 in the 2421 are called as indicated weights for two number systems. So the bits are multiplied by indicated weights and the sum gives the decimal value. Sum gives the decimal value. Like this, we will generate the decimal equivalent values for the 2421 and 8421. The next one, you see the XS3 code. XS3 code. The name itself is giving you that XS3 code means if by decimal 0 is there, for decimal 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and its equivalent XS3 code is 0, 0, 1, 1. What is the equivalent value of decimal for 0, 0, 1, 1 binary? It is 3. So means for any value, it is 8421 value or 2421 value or binary value, whatever it is, you add 3 to that. The resultant is XS3 code. I think it is very easy to understand. Just simply for whatever the input given, if you add binary equivalent of 3 to that number, whatever the result is nothing but XS3 code. That is the way how we generate XS3 code. See, in the table is given here, you can see XS3 codes for decimals 0 to 9. So decimal 0 to 9 is converted into binary coded decimal, starts from 0, 0, 0, 0 onwards. The ninth value is 1, 0, 0, 1. So in the XS3, BCD plus 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1 stands for equivalent decimal 3. So that's why there are no first three values in XS3. Means 0, 0, 0, 0 will not be there in XS3. 0, 0, 0, 1 also not be there, and 0, 0, 1, 0 also not be there in XS3. So always XS3 distant equivalent binary values start from 0, 0, 1, 1 onwards. I am repeating, XS3 0 equivalent binary value, decimal 0 equivalent binary value starts from 0, 0, 1, 1, and 1 stands for 0, 1, 0, 0, which is equivalent to 4 of decimal. 1 plus 3 is 4, no. That's why XS3 binary value is 0, 1, 0, 0, which is equivalent of decimal 4. The same way, 9 also you can see. 9 in general BCD 1, 0, 0, 1. But after you add 0, 1, 1 to that, it will converted or it will becomes as 1, 1, 0, 0, which is equivalent to 12 of decimal value. So this is the way how you generate XS3 table. And next code is gray code. As I told you, it is also one of the non-weighted code. Just like your XS3 code, non-weighted. What do you mean weighted and non-weighted? We have given XS3 and gray codes also are called as non-weighted. But 8421, 2421 are weighted codes. Weighted means there is a positional values are there. For 8421, for 4 bits, first bit 1, second bit 2, third bit 4, fourth bit as 8. Some weights are given to each position. In 2421 also some weight is given. Whereas for XS3 and gray codes, there is no weights are given. There are no weights are given. That's why these three are called as non-weighted codes. And moreover, this gray code is also considered as non-arithmetic code. Non-arithmetic means you cannot perform any arithmetic operations with the help of gray code. Okay, but whereas 8421, 2421 and XS3 codes, all arithmetic additions and subtractions you can easily perform. See here, apart from the two codes like ASCII and EBCDIC, which are non-numeric or called as alphanumeric, the remaining four numeric codes, four codes are there. First code 2421, second code 8421. These two are comes under weighted codes. These two are comes under weighted codes. Next remaining codes, XS3 code and gray code, these two comes under as non-weighted codes. This is one category. And if you come to the second category, the same numeric codes are classified into two. They are 8421, 2421 and gray code are self-complementary codes, are called as self-complementary codes. And also they are arithmetic codes. You can perform arithmetic operations on those three. However, gray code you cannot perform any arithmetic. So gray code is called as a numeric, non-weighted, non-arithmetic code. Numeric, non-weighted, non-arithmetic code. Gray code is called as. Because in 1 mark bits or when you go to the interviews like that, if you get what is another name for gray code or what are the characteristics of gray code, you can say like gray code is a numeric, non-weighted, non-arithmetic code. And also it is called as reflected code. It is also, gray code is also called as reflected binary code. Why it is reflected binary code means you can see in the process of calculating how the present value is reflected with the help of the previous two values. If you go through the calculation or how to get the gray code, then you will get the meaning of this reflected code. And this gray code is a very special feature. Only one bit will change each time. So means one bit will change each time means previous ones, the first value if you consider 0, 0, 0, 0 and the next is 0, 0, 0, 1. So between these 4 bits, how many changes you observed? Only one change, 0 plus 1 is there. And whereas in the next one, if you see 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 is converted as 0, 0, 1, 0. You can observe two changes. The least significant 1 is converted as 0 and the next bit 0 is converted as 1. So there are two changes you can observe. However, in gray code, no more two changes. Every time for its previous value and current value, if you can compare, only one bit will change. That's why this is also called as unit distance code. This is also called as unit distance code. Okay. Why unit distance? Unit means single. So every time when you are going to get the next value, only one change will be occurred to the previous value. That's why it is also called as unit distance code. And there is one more name for this gray code as cyclic code. Cyclic code means it will be, the numbers will be in the form of a cycles. So first cycle to second cycle to third cycle to fourth cycle. That's why it is also called as a cyclic code. See how many numbers are there for names are there for gray code. It is a non-weighted code. Okay. It is a arithmetic code. Okay. It is a it is a unit distance code. It is a reflected code. Okay. It is a one of the examples for numeric codes. So now gray code is a numeric, non-weighted, non-arithmetic, unit distance, cyclic, reflected binary code. So I am repeating again. Gray code is a numeric, non-weighted, non-arithmetic, unit distance, cyclic, reflected code is the gray code. Now we will see how the binary to gray code convert table is given here. You can easily see, as I told you, you can see the decimal 0 is 0, 0, 0, 0 here, 4 zeros. And decimal 1 is binary equivalent 0, 0, 0, 1. So how many bits are changed there? Only one bit. the least significant bit is converted from 0 to 1. Whereas you see the decimal value 2 from the previous binary code, if you compare 0010 means the least significant bit 1 converted to 0 and the next bit 0 converted to 1 means 2 changes occurred. But in grey code it is not like that. You can see the grey code values, first value is 0000, the second value is 0001, third value 2 is 0011. 0011 means how many changes you observed? Least significant bit 1 is written as same 1 and the last 2 bits are 00 will be written as 00s and only the second bit is converted to from 0 to 1. So one change occurs. When you come to value 3, 0010 means the most significant bits, 3 bits are same 001 but only LSB is changed to 10. LSB is changed to 10. Next, the fourth decimal value if see 0110. 0110 means see the third bit is converted from 0 to 1. But how, sir, how to get here in the decimal? There is a sequence. There is a sequence is that decimal to binary 0000, like next 0001, next 0010, 1 is added to that 0011, next 1 is added 010, 100. Like that, binary codes it is very easy to generate. But what about grey codes? How to generate grey codes, sir? It is something little bit confused. In place of 2, you have written equivalent binary value of 3, and in place of 3, you have written equivalent binary value of 2 and something mess up. In place of decimal 4, you have written equivalent value of 6. In place of 5, you have written equivalent value of 7. And whereas in place of 6, you have written the value of 5. And in place of 7, you have written the value of 4. Sir, how to remember all these things? Where should we write what? Where should we write what? So there is a logic behind generating these grey codes that we will discuss just now with the slide given here. See, this slide is giving you a diagram with 3 gates. You know what are those 3 gates? Those 3 gates are XOR gates. So wherever all the numbers that are shown there as B0, B1, B2, B3, B0, B1, B2, B3 and they are binary values as inputs. And this side of the output to the XOR gate are given G0, G1, G2, G3 stands for grey code. See, XOR truth table, I think you know very well. You might have discussed in the DL, digital logic design subject. So there are 2 inputs are given X and Y with 4 possible combinations 00, 01, 10 and 11. The output is Z represented here. So here the property of XOR value is when 2 inputs are same, the output will be 0. When 2 inputs are same, output will be 0. When 2 inputs are different, the output will be 1. You can see the same in the truth table. If the 2 inputs are 0, 0 or 1, 1, its output is given as zeros. And 2 inputs are either 0, 1 or 1, 0, the output is given as 1, 1. You remember this truth table for converting a binary code to grey code. Example is given here. B3, B2, B1, B0. I have taken a binary value 1101. So if you see the previous table 1101, actually equivalent decimal is 13. Equivalent decimal is 13. So what is its equivalent grey code value in the table? 1011. So a binary code 1101, when you convert that into grey code, you should get 1011 as the output. So how you are getting this output using this diagram, we will see now. See, B3. B3 is as it is written as G3 only. So what is actual B3 in the example? 1. So B3 is 1. Same is written as 1. So G3 is equal to B3. G3 is equal to B3 here given in the next explanation. So 1 is same as it is. Now next bit G2. G2 is calculated by using B3 and B2 XOR combination. Here what is B3 in the given example? 1 is B3. And what is B2? B2 also 1 here. So when two ones are XORed, as per the table, two ones are XORed, the output will be 0. So that's why G2 is written as 0. G2 is written as 0. Next G1. G1 is B2 and B1 XOR operation. Here B2 is 1, B1 is 0. So if you perform XOR operation for 1 and 0, because two different input values, the output will be 1 from the given truth table. That's why, so the G2 value here, G1 value here is calculated as 1. So G3 is 1, G2 is 0, and G1 is 1. Now come to the last LSB, that is G0. This will be calculated using B1 and B0. So B1 and B0. So B1 and B0, if you perform XOR operation, in the given example, the B1 value is 0 and B0 value is 1. So when you perform XOR between 0 and 1, the output will be 1. So G0 is 1. So that's why G3, G2, G1 and G0 combined together, if you write, you will get 1011. So the equivalent binary value 1101, its gray code is 1011. This is the way how you get the gray code expression for given binary. I am just briefing out the formula behind generating gray code. It is you can apply to any binary code, you will get its equivalent gray code. You take from the previous table whatever the binary codes given, you take any example and apply this formula, you will get its equivalent gray code. See, gray code G3 is as it is written as B3, and from that the remaining 3 bits are XOR combination of two binary values. So G2 is XOR of B3 B2, G1 is XOR of B2 B1, G0 is XOR of B1 B0. See, it is not only for 4 digits, it is even for the 5 digits, 6 digits, 7, any digits, it is same. The most significant value of binary is as it is written as most significant bit of gray code. Please remember, the most significant bit of binary is written as it is as most significant bit of gray code, and the remaining gray bits are calculated by using XOR operation of the consecutive binary values. The consecutive binary values XOR operation output is equivalent to the remaining gray bits. This is the way how you convert a binary code into gray code. If you want to make this clear understanding after listening my class, you just take the binary table and the gray code table, you take any input value and try to convert this into equivalent gray code. With the example that I have given, you will get the exact value itself. Okay, this is the way how you generate the gray code. Now next, you see the table is given here for 8421 and 2421 XS3 and gray code, XS3 gray code. Okay, see here in 8421 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and after that there are no combinations. There are no combinations. Why there are no combinations means, you see in the table bottom we have given unused bit combinations. Unused bit combination. You take the first unused bit combination 1010 and you just apply this 10102 above BCD 8421 position weights. So 1 into 8, 1 into 8, 8, and 2 into 1, 2, plus 8 plus 2 is 10. But in BCD we don't have 10. Am I correct? BCD we don't have 10. If we have 10 decimal value, its BCD is converted for each digit. For 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. For 0, it is 0, 0, 0, 0. Like that, BCDs will be there. That's why the remaining bottom 6 values are there, which are unused combinations for 8421. In the same way, 2421 also. 2421, 0, 0, 0, 0 is 0 value. 0, 0, 0, 1 is 1. 0, 0, 1, 0 is 2, like that. When you come to fifth value, fifth decimal value, from there onwards, the actual values are going to change. So 4 is not considered, 4 plus 1 is not considered, because 1, the least significant 1, and next value 2 are already placed with binary 1s, which comes a total as 3. And if you put 1 at a place of 4, you will get value as 7. But we don't want 7, we want 5 here. That's why in place of the position 4, we will put 0, and the next position 2 value we will put 1 to generate the decimal equivalent of 2421. On the remaining bottom side, there are 6 combinations are given. They are no more considered in the 2421 code. In the same way, XS3 code also, there are 0 to 9. 6 combinations are given, because if you add 3 to 9, you will get 12 only. So that's why there is no binary equivalent of 13, 14, 15 in XS3 code. Only up to 12 we have restricted, because 9 plus 3 is 12, 8 plus 3 is 11, 7 plus 3 is 10, like that. And starting number also starts from 3, because for 0 if you add 3, you will get decimal value of 3, which is equivalent to 0011. 0011. That's why from 3 to 12 XS3 codes are there. That's why there are total again 6 unused bit combinations are there in XS3. And gray code also same. So the same table we have given for gray code previously. The summary is given here, the same from 0 to 7 and 8 to 9, 10 and 11 onwards. So if you calculate, you will get different values for gray code. Okay, so that's why this table is going to give you all the 4 numeric codes like BCD 8421, 2421, which are weighted codes, and XS3 and gray code, which are called as non-weighted codes, whereas 8421, 2421 and XS3 are called as self-complementary, and gray code is called as unit distance code or reflection code or cycle code. Cycle code means if you want G2, B3 and B2 should be used, and if you want G1, B2 and B1, and if you want G0, B1 and B0. That's why it is called as a cycle code. And as I told you previously, this 8421 and 2421 and XS3, this is, I told you they are like self-complementary. So here, if you see in the 2421, if you see there is a number 9 is there. If you convert, I think in the table 8421 is not a self-complementary. Only 2421 and XS3 are called as self-complementary. 8421 is not a self-complementary. Please, I am mistaken. So 8421 is not self-complementary. Only 2421 and XS3 codes are self-complementary codes. You see, the value 8 is there in 2421. 8 is there in 2421. If you convert that 8, all the ones into zeros and 1s, you will get 0001. The first value you will get there. Or 9 if you take 1111, if you convert that into all ones into zeros, you will get 0. In the same way, XS3 code also, the 0 value, 0 decimal equivalent 0011, if you change it, all the zeros and ones, you will get 9. If you change like that, one value, all zeros and ones, you will get 8. If you change value of 2, you will get 7. If you change value of 3, change value means zeros will be converted as ones and ones will be converted as zeros. So this is possible for 2421 and XS3 codes. That's why these two codes are called as self-complementary codes. Self-complementary codes. So I am just briefing again about this session. Here we have discussed about other binary codes, which are broadly categorized into two. One is non-numeric or alphanumeric and numeric. And non-numeric or alphanumeric stands for ASCII and EBCDIC. Okay, extended binary code for information like, and ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, extended binary code decimal for information interchange, like those two. And coming to numeric codes, there are basically 4 numeric codes are there. 8421, 2421, XS3 and gray code. Among 4, 8421 and 2421 are called as weighted codes. XS3 and gray code are called as non-weighted codes. And 2421 and XS3 are considered as self-complementary codes. Considered as self-complementary codes. Gray code is called as reflection code. cyclic code or what you say, there is another name for that gray code, unit distance code. It is a non-weighted and a non-arithmetic, non-weighted, non-arithmetic, unit distance reflected cyclic code is the gray code. So with this in the single table we have given all the 4 decimal codes, and you take any examples from this table and try to convert one code from another code. And also if you want to calculate the equivalent values of 8421 or 2421 with its equivalent decimal values, you multiply the positions with the binary values and sum them, you will get the equivalent decimal digit. Also XS3 you just calculate from 8421. Also gray code also with the given binary value, how to generate gray code. I have shown you that XOR circuit. I have told you that XOR circuit, by keeping in mind that XOR gate circuit and XOR truth table, you can easily calculate the XS3 code with the help of a given binary value. This ends the other binary codes. And one more topic that is left out in this second part of your first unit, that is data representations, error detection code, that we will discuss in the next session. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. As I told you, if you have any doubts, you can mail or WhatsApp. And till now I think only 9 students have submitted the assignment 1, and for them only I will give full marks. For the remaining students, based on the late submission, I will reduce the marks. Even though you submit perfectly all the answers right, you don't get full marks, because the last date for submitting is today only. You have not yet submitted. Those who have submitted already, for them, even irrespective of their right or wrong answers, first time I will give full marks for them, because they have submitted in time. Remaining students, those who have not submitted in time, if you can submit by today end of today, you will get full marks. Otherwise, from tomorrow onwards, whoever is going to submit, for them per day one mark I will reduce, irrespective of the right answers or wrong answers, which will be considered for your internal marks also. So that's why be careful, and try to alert in listening the videos carefully and submitting the assignments also. Okay, thank you one and all. Thank you.